So, Dave, that's not your first visit to Trekonderoga, is it?
No, I've come here since 2008, not
Okay.
every year, but I became friends with James, Colley, who runs this, who's a fantastic guy, and I ended up co-writing a New Voyages episode for him, just for fun. And ended up doing another vignette for him. I actually wrote several scripts for him, but they only filmed one of them.
Okay.
But to me, it was just an exercise in enjoyably writing a script because I love to write. In fact, seeing these sets and being here has helped inform how I write my books because unlike many of the Star Trek authors, although many have now been here, I've been on the ship.
Yeah.
That's the sets that essentially that Shatner and Nimoy and they were all on, and so I know what the size of the ship is, and it helps. I know how many steps from Spock's station to the command chair.
And how many books have you written so far?
I don't know. Let me see. 2, 4, 5, 6. If we're counting ebooks, which are novellas, probably 8 or 9, plus some short stories.
All right.
They're applauding. No, they're not. They're applauding Nichelle Nichols, which is what everybody should do.
And you write, do you prefer to write in a particular era or?
I like the original series, I think, the best. I like all of the series because to me there's always something heroic and there's always good characters somewhere in Star Trek that you can latch onto. Like I wasn't a big fan of the first season of Next Generation.
Yeah.
But I love Picard. I love these characters, and they're great. And I've written some Next Gen novels, and they're fun characters. But this is what I grew up on. I was 17 when The Next Generation came out, so my Star Trek brain had already formed. And these are... I used to watch In Search Of, which was a show with Leonard Nimoy, and pretend that Mr. Spock was giving me science reports.
Yeah, the most famous one being The Search of the Sasquatch.
Yes. Well, I was 7 years old, so I believed that was all possible at the time. Less so now. There's a show on one of the channels called Finding Bigfoot. I think it's been on for 6 or 7 years, and they haven't yet.
Yeah. You figure with that many cameras and equipment...
You would think they would find him. But maybe then the show would end.
Oh.
Because then it would have to become Found Bigfoot.
Yeah, that doesn't sell as well.
No.
Last May you came here with fellow authors. Do you get together Star Trek authors often, or?
We try to. We see each other at conventions.
Yeah.
And we're all doing very similar stuff. Some of us part-time, some of us full-time.
Yeah.
I'm part-time. I write a book every few years if I can, if I have an idea for one. But we all are Star Trek fans. We all have similar sensibilities. We're about, close to the same ages, and we love each other's company.
Yeah.
But at a convention, we don't necessarily have enough time to hang out because we've all got different panels, different things that we're doing. So what we decided to do is every couple of years, we'd take, our spouses, and we would get together for a weekend away from a convention where we had to work. Essentially, a convention is work. And one year we went to NASA, which was amazing, because here were these actual rocket scientists saying that we inspired them, when in fact, they inspire us.
Yeah.
It's their work that inspires us. And we were like, you read Star Trek books? And they do. And they watch all the shows. And it's not just Star Trek, but science fiction in general. And they had a spacesuit that they were building that looked like the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear spacesuit because they like to have fun. They are, so you're going to see a Starship Enterprise someday. I know. Someday, if we ever have a light speed vehicle, I'll bet anything that this planet names it the Starship Enterprise.
Well,
and we like to get together, and so we got together here because I had seen the sets. Most of them hadn't. And they all wanted to.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun on the bridge.
Oh, God,
shaking to one side.
Seen the pictures with David Mack and Dayton Ward and everyone just like...
having fun.
Yeah.
And our spouses, too. And then we got a chance to, I've talked to James has been a friend of mine for almost 10 years, but some of them didn't know him as well, had only talked to him briefly. James is fun. His knowledge of Star Trek is amazing. His knowledge of the sets is amazing. and this is just a great place to come and hang out.
Oh.
If I could make, that my man cave, that would be amazing.
Well, Dave, one last question. Looking forward to Discovery?
I am looking forward to Discovery. I was talking to some fans in one of the rooms, and I said something I pulled out of the trailer that tells me this is fully Star Trek, and it's the main character Michael Burnham saying, "I'm trying to save you." That is Star Trek to me. That's a hero. She's trying to save people. I am really enthused and excited to see this show. I can't wait.
Well,
and I'm wearing the Discovery badge right on me.
I got it on my kilt, along with I got Georgiou, Saru, Takufma.
And so I know that I guess it's in Canada. It's space.com.
Yeah, it's the only place in the world where we're going to be on TV.
Well, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's that channel.
Yeah.
In the U.S., it's CBS All Access.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is Netflix.
Yeah.
I know it's a paradigm shift for some to see it streaming. This is the way TV is going.
Yeah.
I've already got for over 2 months, my CBS All Access account.
Oh, that's a business expenditure.
Well, I guess so. Maybe I could deduct it. But for me, I would be doing it no matter what.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Cheers.
Yep.